G'day and welcome to a new video. Number one, the face, it's for a charity called Movember, raising money this month. There will be a link in my bio. It's all about men's health. It's a great cause. Number two, front lawn renovation update coming at the end of this video. Number three, it's time to scalp this lawn. Out here on this back lawn, just to get you up to speed, around about 3 weeks ago, it looked amazing. Absolutely amazing out here. I was so happy with how it was going. I started to notice a fungal disease. So before we went away on a holiday, I wanted to treat that fungal disease because when we came back, it's renovation week. Well, a couple of weeks. And so I did not want to risk coming back to a progressed fungal disease. So I got the fungicide out. And then when we got home, this lawn hadn't been mowed for 10 or 11 days. And it's amazing how it was looking and how it had come up, but in a bad way. Massive patches of seed head all over the lawn, which is coming with the change in season, and the weather is a bit up and down at the moment. We're about to head on the way up. Grassy weeds all over the lawn. So they've either snuck through my pre-emergent barrier. They were already existing before my pre-emergent. They are hopefully going to be dying soon from my lawn row application a little while back, but it's just also the thickness and the sponginess that appears to be here from just that short time away is unbelievable. I'm pretty happy it's reno time, to be honest. So today I'm scalping. Friday, in 2 days time, I am scarifying and I'm core aerating. Next week is a public holiday, and then the boys from Viper Irrigation are going to be here to install my irrigation. They were maybe going to take Wednesday to Friday, but it sounds like they're going to be finished on the Thursday. So I'm going to try to bring forward my top dress from Tuesday in 2 weeks time to next Friday instead. So bring that window of renovation of damage a little bit smaller would be ideal. But at this stage, it's set out to happen over the next 2 weeks because of that public holiday, because of kids being home and all that sort of thing, and having to manage those things in your schedule, which is just what you need to do when you're doing work on your lawn. To get all of this done in 1 day would be amazing, but it's just never really going to be possible for me unless I got plenty of people in to help me with renovation to smash it in 1 day or maybe two. So that's just how it's going to work. Today's the scalp. And yeah, it's a flat out time of year, so you're probably going to get a scalp video today and then a scarify core aeration video mid next week. So look out for that. We're currently at the 22 mil mark, and that's where I've been mowing at recently. And now I'm going to wind this thing down to about 10 mil. It's about 12. That looks like I've set it to about 7 or 8 mil. We'll see how that goes. So I'm cutting with my cylinder mower first today because of the massive size of the catcher. I think that's going to be really beneficial for me, just to be able to catch a lot of material in that catcher. And then from there, I'm going to move on to my rotary mower, because I can, just the way a rotary mower works, especially on a pretty uneven and bumpy lawn, it's just gonna, the way the wheels settle into the low spots and things like that, it is gonna scalp a lot more than this thing is going to. Anyway, we'll rip into that. All right, so I have emptied that catcher about 15, 16 times, I think. So taking out plenty of material. It actually doesn't look too bad, the surface. Still plenty to go from a scalping perspective. For the scarifier, I'm getting a petrol scarifier, so that's gonna be nice and aggressive on this, but still, I think I'm gonna go up and down, mowing with the cylinder one more time. So far, it's taken me about 45 minutes, and just a normal mow, going up and down like this, would take me 18, 19 minutes, something like that. So anyway, keep ripping in, check this battery on charge, and check in before I get the rotary mower out. All right, there is basically a double cut done on this lawn in a sort of checkerboard pattern. I'm emptying this catcher again. So it'll be 2 full carts worth that I've taken out, going this other direction. So it's about, what, about half the amount that I did on the first pass. Cleaned it up a lot, and really scalped in a lot of areas. Gonna grab the rotary mower now. I'm gonna set it to, I think, number 2. All right, so we're onto the rotary mower now, and in terms of scalping as a whole, the purpose. So the reason why we do it is because the next steps, when we scalp, it allows us to get in deeper with the scarifier, as well as when we core aerate, that coring machine can get a lot deeper into the soil to pull out cores when we've taken that top surface off. So what we're also doing is removing some excess growth from the top of the lawn. We're getting some above ground thatch and just general dead stuff and organic matter that has built up over time. So scalping it, get rid of all of that growth. It also, once we give it a really good, and it's all cleaned out and it's really barren out here, shows us really nicely where the low spots are for when we top dress. So lots of different benefits to it. As I'm doing this and the amount of time I've got left runs out, I'm thinking that I will scalp this on a number 2, and I'm gonna see how it looks. But with my scarifying coming up, where I'm gonna hit it really hard on Friday, I think I'll be pretty happy to get it to a certain point today where it's pretty low, and then I'll rip through it with the scarifier on Friday, and that's just gonna leave it very thin, so that then I can scalp again, maybe drop to the lowest notch of my mower, and that will be good. I can't words right now for some reason. Well, in many ways, that was a bit of a weird one. I mean, the spot where I'm standing right now, it's beautiful and green, you know, which there's a bit in that. So normally when you get just little sections of green, that's where it's quite low. But that right there is a beautiful, tight, low green surface with, you know, not a heap of sponginess there. So at 10 mil, the mower, and because it's obviously right where I am at this exact spot, very flat, and there will be parts of that where I just slowed it down, and you can see me pushing the mower across nice and consistently, whereas areas where it was spongy and thatchy, it was a physical effort. Can definitely feel the back. I've battled a couple of back issues, well, over time, but in recent times too, and the back's just starting to feel it just a little bit. I'm glad that I'm done for the day. I've sort of run out of time for now. And yeah, in contrast to where I was just standing over here, you've got all of these scuff marks, and it's quite bumpy through here. Middle section of the lawn through there, well, the entire middle section, there's one particular section right there where it's very bumpy and up and down, but also super thatchy. I found around the outside on that side especially was where it was quite flat. I recently top dressed it, if you watch that video. and caught it, and so it's a lot flatter out that side, recently top dressed, and nice to push that mower across at that time. So in any case, this is not a super heavy scalp, but for the scale of 500 square meters and the physical toll of doing that work, even for me who's, you know, pretty fit person, I guess, yeah, a lot of work, but still a lot more to go on this lawn renovation. I will scarify it twice in a couple of days time, and that's just gonna really thin things out a lot. And so before I top dress and after I cut aerate, I'll definitely be going across this lawn at least 2 more directions with my rotary mower at that same height, and it's going to be a lot easier when it's so much thinner. So it's just something as well for you to apply to your lawn renovation, is to just go by feel and see how it is. I can tell from where I am at this point right now that I'm like, all right, slogging it out with my rotary is going to be really hard work. That's the game plan. That's what we're doing. The one final thing that I would say is that this, to be honest, this level of scalp is probably fine most of the time, depending on your goals with your lawn, how low you want to cut it, etc. This is probably enough anyway. Don't feel like you haven't done a proper renovation if you haven't turned into a dust bowl. This is good. Thank you for watching this video. I hope in some form it's been a little bit helpful and good to see how I've done this scalp today. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Check out my Movember page. See you in the next one. Nearly forgot the front lawn update. It's 4 weeks post reno. It's taking a long time out here. The weather's been terrible. Going on holiday for a week meant that I could not water it, so it's taking a while. I've just gotten a soil test result back, so that was really beneficial, and I should have done it a long time ago when we moved into this house. As you can see, it's patchy, but it's going to fill in. I've got a few deficiencies I'm going to correct, and that's obviously going to be future content. But yeah, it's not ideal. It's not the fastest recovery, but there's plenty of reasons for it and things that I'll go into in more depth. But yeah, now the video is actually over, so thanks for watching.